determine body temperature. So, we have a perfect body temperature that the body wants to be at. As soon as, in this case, the body temperature starts to rise. So that's the stimulus, or rise in body temperature. We go through the whole pathway. The receptor determines or detects this increase in body temperature, sends it to the control center. In this case, the control center is in the hypothalamus of the brain, and it will determine what your body set point is, and then it will say, okay, what do we need to do? And if body temperature rises to unsafe levels, what is it that the body needs to do? You want to cool itself down. You want to bring body temperature back down. So the control center will make that decision. It sends its decision to the effector. In this case, one of the ways that your body cools down is by using sweat glands. So sweat glands become highly secretory. They start secreting lots of sweat. Water carries heat with it, and by evaporative cooling, you cool the body off. And so when you look at that response, what is the response to cool the body down, right? In terms of feedback, negative feedback means that the stimulus is going to be shut off. Or you can think of it like this. The stimulus will be prevented from continuing to go in the direction that it was going. So for example, in negative feedback, the cooling off of the body, does that prevent a further increase in the rise of body temperature? Yes. It does. So in actuality, it's shutting off the original stimulus. It's stopping it. It's preventing a further rise in body temperature, right? If this were positive feedback, the response, which is the sweating, that would then continue. Positive feedback would then say, okay, we're sweating and let's continue increasing body temperature. So that's what negative feedback is about. And sometimes it can be a little confusing because we're saying it shuts off the original stimulus, but you need to make sure in this context what that means. It means that it prevents that stimulus from continuing to go in the direction that it was going in. If we look at the opposite example, we have receptors detect a drop in body temperature, information sent to the control center and then out to the effectors. In this case, the effectors are skeletal muscles, so you start shivering, you start generating heat, and it's working itself out, right? So you increase heat. Do you bring the body temperature back up? Absolutely. Do you prevent, do you shut off, or do you enhance that stimulus? The stimulus being a drop in body temperature.
You would enhance it.
Are you enhancing or causing that to continue to go in the direction it's going? Or are we stopping it? We're stopping the drop in body temperature. And so you can't so much look at, you have to just ask yourself, is that stimulus continuing to go in the direction it's going? And if so, that's positive feedback. And if it stops going in the direction that it's going, it's negative feedback. Okay? So in this case, you shiver, you generate some heat, and so